Welcome to Sponsored Family Saturdays. So on the first Saturday of every month, we're going to hear from a family in need. Our families have come forward to have their stories be heard. So we will raise funds as a community towards one thing that this family needs help with. And today we meet Mr. Wilson.
Hi, my name is Kenneth Wilson. Nice to meet you.
So my first question for you is, what has your life been like in the past year? Have there been any big events or any changes?
Other than family promise, no. I've been struggling trying to survive, keep a roof over me and my daughter's head. I live off a Social Security check, and it's just been hard. Family promise came along and made everything easier. They helped us with housing, food, clothing, whatever we needed. They were just there for us.
How did you come to meet Family Promise?
Through a friend.
Through a friend?
Yes.
So we understand that we want to step in and we want to be able to lift up your family and help. So what is one thing that would put you and your family into a better place?
To be financially stable, to have our own place, which is we already got, to get my daughter back on track, to live in a normal life, being a child, and just to be a part of society that's not going through a lot. Because before we came to Family Promise, we went through a lot. We lived with people. We've been put out. We've been ran from pillar to poor. We really had nothing. And since Family Promise, we've got our own place. We have our own peace of mind. She's getting better. She's making friends. We have an apartment. We always have food. Family Promise got me on Section 8 so I could pay my bills and pay my rent and have my own house. And they've just been helpful. Every promise they ever made, they kept it. They haven't broke one promise yet.
So I understand that even though you have a Section 8 voucher, which for anyone out there who's watching and doesn't know exactly what Section 8 is, Section 8 vouchers were released by HUD recently. We had emergency vouchers for COVID. So anyone who's affected by COVID was able to apply for and possibly receive a voucher. And these vouchers allow these families to pay rent that is reasonable for what their income is. So unfortunately, a lot of people have lost their jobs or have been unable to work. And so these vouchers allow rent to be adjusted to what the financial capabilities are of the families who have them.
And if you're on disability, they really help because I get a disability check because I'm disabled. And the amount of money they was giving me, I couldn't even afford to rent a room from anyone. I was like stuck on the streets, just me and my daughter.
Absolutely.
And I don't have any help because her mom passed away when she was 3 months old, and it's like I really don't have anybody to turn to until Family Promise came along, and then I had somebody to turn to. I met Bree and Jeremy, and they were like family. They just took us in, and they were like friends to us. They helped us. They called us on a regular basis. They checked on us. They made sure we were good. We didn't need anything. And that's something we didn't have. Nobody ever called and checked on us. It was always just me and her.
And I understand that's probably providing a great sense of relief and helping out as far as stress and feeling like you're not so alone. And
yes, and feeling like you're nothing, you're never going to have anything, and you're just going to be renting rooms for the rest of your life and struggling to survive. And Family Promise kind of took that away. It's like I have a place to live now. I don't struggle to survive. We have food every night. We have shelter. We have lights. We have water. We have all the necessities that we need through Family Promise. If it wasn't for Family Promise, I don't know where we would be at right now. The house we was living in before, we had to move out by the end of November. And by the middle of November, Family Promise and Bree helped me find a place. I was looking all over the place, but Family Promise was the person that found my apartment. And if it wasn't for them, I'd still be on the streets.
now I understand, since getting this help from Family Promise and from Brianna, who's an amazing social worker.
Yes, she is.
That we are still striving to move forward and find normalcy. And I know that Nevaeh here
Hi.
has many different interests in sports and
Yes, I do.
basketball, karate, and music,
Drumming.
and drumming. And that although we have this help, that it would be nice and it would be a tremendous help to be able to get Nevaeh back into
Karate. She was into karate. She was into drumming,
You have
basketball. She was into basketball, karate, drumming, music. She loves music, and it's like I couldn't really afford to pay for her to do all of this stuff. I could put her in for a month or 2 months, and then I wouldn't be able to pay again, and she couldn't go. And it's like she'll get into something, and then the money will run out, and we're back where we started. And with Family Promise, it's been great. I've had extra money to help let her do little things, but not things that she want to do. Like I could take her out to like Chuck E. Cheese for like $25 when I couldn't before. It's not like I can enroll her into karate because it's an every month thing that you have to pay.
Yeah.
But I have bills that also have to pay. So with Family Promise, I have enough money left to do small things with her that we didn't do before, like Chuck E. Cheese or Urban Air or take her to the zoo. But I can't put her into something I have to pay a monthly rate for because some months some stuff come up and you can't pay it, and then they won't wait for the money. So I'm looking for something that I can get her into that she enjoys, that I can afford, which seems impossible because I get a disability check and it's way under $1,000, and I have to survive off of that every month. I have to pay light bill, water bill, rent, car insurance, gas, phone bill, food, hygiene, and it's like it's a struggle just to survive. And Family Promise kind of lived that struggle a little bit. It kind of took the burden off of me. It kind of gave me a little leeway to like do stuff with her when I couldn't. It's like if take for example, she had a karate class, but she needed new shoes. I'm gonna get the shoes because she's going to school and I don't want kids picking her in the school, so we're gonna have to cancel that karate class. If she needs new uniforms, then I have to like not pay my car insurance and take some money from somewhere. I'm constantly moving money around to pay for things, and I'm losing things in the process. And it's like I don't want to put her into something and get her into it, and then a couple months down the road, something happens and she can't go back because she's like, "Dad, please." And it's like it breaks my heart to see her sitting there begging, "Just please, just one more." I'm like, I can't afford it, but she kind of understands it, and she lets it go. But since her mom passed away, my life has been just destroyed. I've been by myself for over 9 years. Her mom passed away over 9 years ago. My mom passed away when she was 3 months old. And that was somebody that I had that helped me pay my bills, helped me with my rent, helped, we split everything in half. With my disability check, I can't survive with her not being here. I mean, I have to survive, but it's very, very hard. I've seen days when I fed her and I didn't eat. I've I've walked her to school. I took her to school on bikes. I made every arrangement, every adjustment I could to keep her happy. We didn't have a car. Somebody gave me a car for free. Took me like 4 months to get insurance and tags. And now we have a car. I could take her to school. It's not the best car in the world. It always needs work, but it's a car and it's ours. We live in a pretty decent sized apartment, and we get along. We try to make things better for us.
Well, I just want to say thank you for sharing your story. I think that it's absolutely a beautiful story, and I think you're an amazing father. I think Nevaeh is very lucky to have someone like you in her life. And we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who's watched this. Now, if you are interested in helping out to be able to put Nevaeh back into some extracurricular activities and help this family out, this would mean the absolute world to Family Promise, and you can find out more information either at our website or on our social medias. Thank you so much.